Before you hear this story, pause for a moment. In a world that celebrates titles and power, we often forget something important. Wisdom does not always wear a suit. Sometimes, the voice that can save everything comes from the place we least expect. Today, we pray for hearts that listen, for minds that stay humble, and for the courage to speak up even when no one seems to care. May we never ignore people simply because of where they stand. Every morning, before the sun fully rose, the gateman arrived at the same place. Same uniform, same small chair, same gate. For years, his job was simple. Open the gate, close the gate, greet people with a nod, and disappear into the background. Most employees never learned his name. To them, he was just part of the building. Inside that building sat a billionaire CEO, a man who built a powerful company from nothing. Decisive, brilliant, always in a hurry. Every second of his day was scheduled, every decision measured in millions. People listened when he spoke. Deals were made when he nodded. Mistakes were expensive, but confidence kept him moving fast. One afternoon, something felt wrong. The gateman noticed unfamiliar vehicles entering the compound. Not just once, but repeatedly. Different faces, different timing. He checked the logbook. The names didn't match. The passes looked real, but not right. Something in his spirit refused to stay quiet. He reported it. Once, twice. No one listened. "You're just the gateman," someone said. "Security knows what they're doing." He went back to his chair, but his heart was restless. Because sometimes danger doesn't announce itself loudly, it waits for silence. That same evening, the CEO approved a rushed decision. A major transfer, a billion-dollar move scheduled for the next morning. Everyone applauded the speed. No one questioned the timing, except the gateman. That night, long after most had gone home, he noticed the same unfamiliar vehicle again, parked closer, waiting. He made a decision that could cost him his job. He locked the gate, picked up the phone, and called a number he was never supposed to call. When the CEO arrived the next morning, furious and impatient, the gate was still closed. Meetings delayed, tempers high. The gateman stood there, calm but shaking inside. He spoke carefully, respectfully, but firmly. He explained everything he had seen. The mismatched logs, the repeated vehicles, the feeling that something wasn't right. For a moment, the CEO almost ignored him. Almost. Something in the gateman's voice, not fear, not pride, but honesty, made him pause. He ordered a full check. What they found stopped the room cold. A coordinated internal breach, fake credentials, a planned cyber-physical attack timed perfectly with the billion-dollar transfer. If the gate had opened that morning, the company would have collapsed by nightfall. Silence filled the room. The CEO slowly turned toward the man everyone overlooked. The gateman who was never invited to meetings. The man without a title. And in front of everyone, the CEO did something no one expected. He thanked him. Not quietly, not politely, but publicly. That day, policies changed. Security changed. And most importantly, respect changed. The gateman didn't ask for a reward, but he received one anyway. Not just money, but a voice. A seat at the table where decisions were made. The billionaire CEO later said something that stayed with everyone who heard it. "The most expensive mistake I almost made wasn't financial. It was believing wisdom only lives at the top." This story reminds us of something powerful. Never underestimate anyone. Never ignore a voice simply because it comes from a humble place. Sometimes, the person guarding the gate is the one guarding the future. May we learn to listen. May we learn to value people, not positions. And may we remember, greatness is not about where you stand, but about the courage to do what is right when it matters most.